encouraged that the President and his team have negotiated an agreement with Canada to add, along with Mexico, to a new North American trade agreement. They're not calling it NAFTA. They've changed the name to the U.S.-Mexico-Canada agreement. And I think that this is going to be a step forward. I've now looked at the summary from it. We don't have the details yet, and I, of course, want to see the final details. But I think it has two general advantages for us. One is that it will encourage more production here in North America of things like automobiles, because you have to have a higher content of American content, Canadian, Mexican, U.S. content now in automobiles than you did under the old agreement. So you'll have more cars being built in America and in North America, as well as auto parts. I think that's good. I also think there's some other things in the agreement which will help to encourage production in the United States, because it levels the playing field more with our country. It does things with regard to Canada that are long overdue to try to keep them from putting protectionist policies in place on their agriculture products, especially their dairy products. So when they send milk to us, powdered milk to us now, they can't take advantage of the subsidies that they're providing for their milk producers, as an example, which lets our dairy farmers be able to compete on a more level playing field. So those are the kinds of things that are in the agreement. I look forward, again, to seeing the entire agreement, but I think having a North American compact that is updated, because the NAFTA agreement was 24 years old, so we've modernized it, put new labor standards in place as an example. That's good. But second is, again, level the playing field further with these countries in our region who are our allies, and therefore should not be viewed as a national security threat. We shouldn't be putting tariffs in place on them on a national security basis, which we were doing and threatening to do more of, including on autos under Section 232, it's called. But we have now also got a better trade agreement with these countries that are our allies, but also had some barriers in place for our exports, and we need to be sure that their imports are going to be fairly traded here in this country. So that's positive, I think, to have this agreement. And now, frankly, it enables us as a North American market to be able to be more effective in dealing with some of the trade disputes we have with other parts of the world, most notably China, where we do have a lot of unfair trade going on. China is not playing by the rules often, and this helps us to have Canada and Mexico with us to be able to address those issues with China, as an example. So those are some of the things that are happening this week that I'm happy about. I think we are making some progress.